All right, so this next one's quite a bit down the ways. Just want to try to make some progress. Oh, I threw it too much to the side. All right. All right, so those worst places to end up. I should have used my Champ T-Bird if I was going to do that, but it was not intentional for me to pull over like that. Okay, that's a lot more controlled. I should be able to get par there. All right, so try to focus and do a better putt than the last one. Whew. All right, thank you everyone. Y'all have a great day. You too.
You're not on my team.
No. All right, there were two teams of like 5 or 6 people playing. They let me play through. I think if I threw my Star Leopard, that would have flipped up. All right, so real talk. The nerves got to me on the tee pad of hole 10. I just wrapped up 9 and of course missed a 10-foot putt due to some sort of involuntary muscle action. And then, you know, they asked me to play, if I wanted to play through. I said, okay. I'm waiting for all these people to throwing and they're just shooting drivers everywhere, just much better than I can throw. And this humbling, getting up there and throwing and then immediately shanking to the right. But fortunate enough to end in a nice spot. But regardless, here I am. I didn't give myself as much thought as I needed on the tee pad of this hole, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit and focus. I'm a good 140 plus feet away from this basket. My goal is to kind of throw towards that tree, flattish and let it fade, but I need to do better than shanking it like that, which is something I've done 3 times already today. There we go. It's basically what I wanted to do. Hit the tree, but I think I can get that putt. I mean, unless it's 10 feet or more. All right, so I do actually have some obstruction, so I'm gonna have to focus and maybe try to get it through that gap. We'll see how this plays out. All right, and now they're all at the tee pad of this hole, and I'm feeling the public pressure because they're all watching me. All right, so tournament time, focus. All I want to do is get it through and hit that chain. Stance, grip, line, rip. It just hit the right side of the chains and plopped out. Alrighty. It's really hard. 2 of the last 3 holes, missing a 10-foot putt. Even though I'm in tournament mode, I have to take time to come to terms with this. So real talk, having the game of my life, up to hole 9, miss putt after putt, 9 and 11. It is getting to me. All right, so all I gotta do is throw straightish that way. All right, see if I can make a putt. All right, due to this location, you're not gonna be able to see it well. I really don't have a way of architecting a better angle to view it, so I'll do my best to let you see what I'm doing, but ultimately I gotta focus on making this putt. Stance, grip, line, rip. It's within 5 feet, I think I got it. Alrighty, that worked. So far I'm still having the game of my life here, despite those 2 easy misses. So I'm gonna try to focus on the positive, flat, straight, that way. And I did. Whew. All right, sit here and focus. All right, all right. All right, as usual, the basket is blocked by where I'd like to put the camera. So I'm not throwing from here, I'm throwing from over here. I don't even know if you're gonna see it on camera. I don't think you are, but whatever. All right, so again, trying to stay in this sort of tournament mode of focusing, and that's why I've kind of become less introspective and more focused on what's going on, because I feel like I've kind of lost a little bit of the grip of what I was doing for the first 8-9 holes. All I want is to get within 10 feet. I'm about 65 out. Generally speaking, I don't try to putt at this distance, but this is something I really need to do. There we go. See, I can do that. And I did. I am trying to give a concerted effort to this, trying to play the game of my life here, so. So here's the tee pad location, and there's the basket down there, and I'll try to give you the best shot I can from here. You know, I could have easily been one of those YouTubers to movie magic a really good performance out of me, but that's not why I did this channel. It's more of a vlog. You're not going to be able to fully see what I'm doing, but my goal is to make it to that basket over there, but I'm going to go this route. So curve it around and hopefully stay in bounds. And I think I'm even in a good spot. Okay, this is about as good as I would like to get here typically, because I often mess up off the tee and hit a tree, or, you know, don't come back from the street or something silly. Here, I'm 85 feet from the basket. All I want to do is get this close. Alrighty. All right, make no mistake, this is easily missable by me. So I'm gonna focus, because I do know how to putt. I'm actually looking at this from here. It's legal. Stance, grip, line. There we go. At this distance and this type of angle, because, you know, of course the tree is obstructed, the basket is obstructed by all these trees. It's that way. Normally I throw a forehand that way, but I've used the forehand so little and it's now so unreliable for me. I need to throw flat with an unstable disc and have it anhyzer some, or have it turn. So I'm even going to do standstill. There we go. Oh, I didn't do it enough. But I'm out there and I've got line of sight to the basket. All right, as I said, line of sight to the basket, and to be fair, this is the least amount of anything around that basket I've ever seen. So the summer has really scorched a lot of land, and the cleanup crew or whatever has done a lot of cutting. So I'm a good 45 out. So I'm going to give it a safe bid. Stance, grip, line, rip. Not bad. You know, a lot of channels, not a lot of channels, but some channels, they don't really film this. You know, if it's an easy tap in, they don't bother to film it. The reason why I film it is because if I miss, I want people to be as shocked as I am. And that happens more than I want. All right, here we are where the basket is semi-obscured by where I'd want to place the camera. My goal is to just get close enough to there to get a par. And my goal is to I need to put it right next to the basket. I've missed super easy putts within 10 feet of that basket multiple times, simply because it's a low quality basket that's elevated, and that's enough for me. So I think I'm close enough for you to kind of see what I'm doing. I cut it over too much. That would have been great with my T-bird. All right, that's not a terrible spot. All right, as you can see, I'm actually pin high, which is where I want to be, I just generally want to be on that side over there. This is actually a runnable putt. I can't actually attempt to make that, but the problem is if I miss and I have to go long, this puts me in a really bad position to attempt to get a par. So my goal is to put it to where I can basically just drop this in. All right, mission accomplished. And one of the reasons I'm playing this like I would play a tournament is when you're playing a casual round, you can miss, you can make a few putts, you can make one throw, you can make multiple throws, you can sort of play around, have fun, but you're essentially getting practice while you're playing. When I'm doing this, the goal is to focus on the moment each time that I'm playing and not try to use corrections or all sorts of additional extra throws and putts you would get in a normal round. So, all right. So my goal is I'm going to show you where I'm going to try to aim for, about like right here. So how close I make to there, just need to focus. Stance, grip, line. That's perfect. All right, final hole, basket's there. You can actually see it, surprisingly. I'm going to do a test run because the ground is undulated here. Normally I throw a T-bird, but I'm a little bit underpowered right now. Okay. All right, so I'm a good 85 out. Problem is, this is a position I'm not good at throwing here because I have a tendency of, when I'm actually doing the throw, doing something weird and ending up in the street. So I have to actually throw it this way and let it hyzer, hopefully normally. Okay. All right, so this is not a good spot to be. This is the best I can do. My goal here is to save par, and that is not easy. All right, stance, grip, line, rip. Okay, well I can get a bogey. And I'm done. All right, so if I scored correctly, I should be at even par on this course, which is now my best score ever here. I would say up to hole 9, I was playing the game of my life, like in terms of high level skill. I would definitely classify myself as a recreational level disc golfer up through the birdie putt on hole 9. And when I missed that 10-foot putt on hole 9, it kind of broke me a little bit. And from hole 10 onward, I reverted back to a novice level disc golfer. You know, I'm not trying, I know it sounds like I'm whining. My intent is not to whine. It's to troubleshoot, diagnose, explain what happened, and try to fix it. So my mental game is what separated me from being a rec level disc golfer in the first half from the second half, where I basically reverted to novice level disc golf. Made some good throws, but less good throws. Some good putts, but less good putts. And a lot more really bad putts that were not close, or I had the yips, or some sort of weird, you know, where like I'm trying to go straight and then body's like, wee, stuff like that. And there's only so much you can fix through repetition and muscle memory and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to keep working on that, particularly when it starts cooling off. I really can't do any sort of training outside of the days we play disc golf, which is maybe twice a week. But come the winter, the later fall months and winter months, things will cool down. I get to practice more. But for now, I'm basically just going to play disc golf. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a experience on what it's like for me to play a solo round of disc golf. And I tried focusing my best to make this as tournament level as I can. In other words, set up the camera, do whatever, but then when it's time to throw, forget about everything and just focus on the throw. And I largely did that, but I still have some mental issues to work out whenever I face failure because of something silly, like tripping at the edge of a tee pad or hitting a basket at a 3-foot putt or whatever weird kind of stuff happens. Anyways, hope you like this little adventure. Do have a lot more interesting content coming. Now that I'm over COVID, I'll be playing more disc golf with others, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.